What up, what up, what up? It's your girl Nikita Jervy, the Peace Princess, and I am back with another effing Friday message. Every Friday, the Holy Spirit adds His Spirit to my swag, and we break down a F word just for you. So without further ado, today's word is frustrated. Even though I'm sure you've experienced it at one point or another in your life, the politically correct definition is the feeling or expressing distress and annoyance, especially because of inability to change or achieve something. So, I've been knee deep in planning an out of the country trip for the last few months, right? And between having to triple check details with my travel agent, going back and forth with the resort staff, packing for 5 people for summer weather in the middle of the goddamn winter, your girl's frustration level is at an all-time high. Like, please pray for your girl, okay? Usually when I get frustrated or mad, I have a bad habit of stuffing. That is an anger management term that I learned. Stuffing. It's usually when you push down your emotions and you push down more emotions and you keep pushing it down until it bubbles up and bursts like a shaken soda can, and you end up snapping on everybody in arm's reach, right? But I've identified this problem and I have been working on it. So in the midst of this frustration phase, I shared my feelings with my husband, and his response was so encouraging. Okay, he basically said, give yourself some credit because you planned this entire trip in another country by yourself. Don't allow the incompetence of others to steal that achievement. He said, remember what you accomplished and write it down so you can look at it every time this feeling comes up again. He ended with, I'm proud of you, and this is going to be freaking great. In other words, he told me to shift my perspective, okay? I could have easily dismissed everything he said and then sat in that frustrated place for the rest of the day or the rest of the week, right? But instead, I took his advice and I have my accomplishment list, like literally, it's right there on the wall so that I can see it every time I feel frustrated. I can shift my perspective to feeling excited and grateful. You know what I'm saying? Philippians 4:8 says, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think on these things. Whew. Frustration, anger, and annoyance are very valid feelings. And I am all here for feeling your feelings, okay? But as I said in a previous message, feelings are informational, not directional, okay? So instead of allowing our negative thoughts and feelings to dictate our day, week, or month, we can do the following 3 things that I learned through this experience, okay? 1, we can and should communicate, okay? I have learned, albeit the hard way, that a closed mouth don't get fed, okay? Being willing and able to put words to your feelings is an extremely important first step to overcoming frustration. While you can talk to yourself, I would highly suggest talking to a loved one or a licensed therapist because we tend to be our worst critics, you know, and that self combo can pretty much put us in a worse place than where we began, right? And then 2, an outsider is able to see us and see the situation in a way that maybe we can't. So talking to someone else would probably be a little bit more helpful. Second, congratulate. We are quick to give the world their flowers, their praise, their kudos, their, rounds of applause, all of the things, but have a hard time recognizing when to toot our own horn, like toot toot, okay? We all have perfections, but there is an area of your life, if not multitudes, that you are out here killing it, okay? And that deserves recognition and praise. And then 3rd, cogitate. If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think on these things. That's what cogitate means if you don't know. It means to think heavily think on this. Not only should we think of the ways that we are out here killing it in the game, but also what's the flip side of your frustration? Like, are them kids getting on your nerves? Like, instead, think about how beautiful they are and how grateful you are to just have them. You know, if you're frustrated with like how your body looks or feels, think about someone who wishes they had your body. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's all about not being your worst critic. Like, you are dope. You are dope and your life is blessed. And if it's not, guess what? You have the power to change it. You have the power to shift your life however you want to with the thoughts that you think and the words that you speak out your mouth. Like, how dope is that, right? So this week, family, when you catch yourself feeling frustrated, I challenge you to shift your perspective by communicating effectively, congratulating yourself often, and cogitating on the positive things. I pray that this has blessed you. I am Nikita Jervey, the Peace Princess. Order your copy of Dumping Dysfunction at KetasPeace.com. And until next week, have a great effing Friday.